Hello and welcome to the Generation Gap podcast. I'm Lunchbox.
And I'm Gleek.
And
it's been a while once again. We took a little vacation there, folks.
I think both mentally and physically we took a vacation.
Yeah. One of the problems of late, man, is there's fucking nothing. Nothing. There's no movies that I give a shit about. TV is just a fucking wasteland. Always has been.
Yeah.
But luckily South Park come out. They've up to like their third episode. You know, those are pretty good. But a couple of Family Guys. Other than that, I'm not giving a shit about what's on TV.
I think it's the fall drought. Like right before I think they go into sweeps week. And then we're not yet at the Christmas bad movie season.
Yeah, we're kind of in the mid-season shitty replacement time period.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, we didn't get finished with production early enough to be a summer film, so I guess we're September, October.
Yeah, we're at the point now where most of the films is like, this shit was so bad we held it back a fucking year.
Everyone just watches fucking slasher flicks this month anyway.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even fucking matter. Like, they can come out with all the new horror shit they want to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, well, I'm gonna watch this shit from 1979.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Well, given a choice of something, you know, the old school, or like, what are we gonna watch? I don't know, Saw 27 and a half.
Well, I'm not bashing it. I'm just saying it's like no one's going out and seeing you know new movies, which I don't blame them from that.
They're shit.
Yeah,
they're absolute shit. I watched that. What was it? Mrs. Peregrine's House of like fucking autistic retards or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even remember the fucking name of the damn movie. It was that. I just remember it being that bad.
That too. And
there isn't enough fucking smoke on this earth to make that movie make any sense.
Yeah, speaking of movies that aren't good even while high. Oh my god, why did you show me Yoga Hosers?
Make you suffer through it, same as I did.
It was lucky that we did have an exorbitant
amount of inspiration.
Yeah, and because I don't think I'd be able to sit through it like the entire thing.
Well, I watched it just cold sober the first time, and it was just a brain fuck. I mean, literally, it was just, man, that it's horrible.
There's no like,
it's bad. I mean, it's funny. There's actually a couple of parts that are funny, and if you understand Smodcast, you know, Kevin Smith's stuff, you understand the humor. But that movie, man, was just painful.
It was. How low can you go? I like because honestly, out of that entire 90-minute long flick, what was a good part?
Well, when the wiener Nazi climbed up what's his name's ass from YouTube.
Oh, Harley Mortensen from Epic Mealtime.
Yeah.
I still don't even think that's funny. Like I was like, oh, what?
Yeah, that happened, you know?
That was a scene that is kind of coming back into memory now. I think my brain was like, get rid of this as soon as possible.
Yeah. And I never thought that he'd make a movie so bad that we'd look at Tusk and go, you know, compared, Tusk is pretty fucking good.
Maybe he's just trying to make progressively worse movies to make Cop Out look good.
Yeah. Well, I think he's reached a point where he doesn't give a shit anymore. Like,
well, that's fucking obvious.
What I'm saying is like, I'm going to make a movie to troll the haters. You know, because they kept bringing up the haters, you know,
and the critics.
Yeah.
But still, like, even with that excuse, it's just like, why did you even waste the money? Why did you waste the Why did you waste the resources and the money and the time and the effort for this part of shit?
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. It was kind of, I think it was just a vehicle, a way for him to put his daughter in a film.
And Johnny Depp's daughter?
Yeah.
And Johnny Depp, who doesn't even look like Johnny Depp in the film.
Oh, yeah.
You had to tell me that was Johnny Depp, because I had no clue that was Johnny Depp.
Well, he was in Tusk. All those characters were in Tusk. This is technically, that was a sequel kind of to Tusk. Yeah.
So, does this movie take place in the View Askew universe?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
So
I don't think it does. I think it's its own thing. The quote True North trilogy, but I don't know. It's a good thought.
Oh my God! What if that's how Silent Bob dies?
Well, they mentioned something about it. He mentioned something about in the third movie that Jay and Silent Bob were supposed to be in it. So technically, I guess it would start including it. Because technically, Jay and Silent Bob are in Red State, even though you never see them. Do you remember the horns that play in Red State? They think it's the trumpets, of God and all that.
Yeah.
Well, he said in an interview one time that he thought about it, or doing the whole scene, but he cut it. But that was supposed to be Jay and Silent Bob up on the hill with these like hippies playing the fucking horn and shit to these fucking religious nuts to troll them. Yeah. He said it in one of the interviews. So I guess technically even Red State's part of that. Oh, fuck it, man. If you could make movies like you wouldn't include all your... You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I would include all of my characters, but I don't... I'm still trying to figure out where this lines up to make Yoga Hosers something that is watchable.
Oh,
and
it's barely watchable.
You just sound like you took like a hard hit, like a slow hard hit to the stomach, like that release of air right there. Mm-hmm. Because of like you had the pain of God, I don't want to watch this again.
Yeah.
Oh God, because it is terrible. Like I went into work the next day, and I looked at one of my coworkers, and I just pointed. I was like, I saw a terrible movie, and I was like, even though I'm telling you about it, never go see it. It's not one of those things that's so bad it's good.
Well, it's almost that bad. It's almost like you've got to see it to fucking believe it.
I won't even recommend it for that crowd. Like, just go and watch that one terrible space movie that everyone's like, oh, it's so bad it's good. Well, no, it's just fucking terrible. Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Oh yeah,
they should call that Planned Parenthood from Outer Space because it's a fucking abortion. Instead of doing a review about a shitty movie, let's do a review over a review of a movie. The new Plinkett did come out too.
That I liked.
Yeah.
That was fucking enjoyable. I've seen that one twice. I went back, watched it again, try to get a better grip on everything he's saying.
Yeah.
He's right in a large part.
About the whole culture of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's like the most agreeable shit.
That it's become a corporate fucking entity now, and it's always been, a money-making fucking machine.
They sold her to white slavers.
And they did.
Yeah.
Literally.
But I thought it was, I would much rather watch that and I think, Yoga Hosers are the same length. You could just
watch the Plinkett review of Star Wars.
And totally forget that Yoga Hosers even exists.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can.
You can't. There's no way that you can forget that movie exists, man.
It takes so long to even try to make sense of itself.
Yeah.
By explaining the Nazi guy.
Yeah.
Because there was that huge long lead up about going to the... What was it, grade 12 party they kept saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are only grade 10. Oh. So they're feeding it a pederast that just happen to be Satanists to move this plot along, which makes no sense. Since when it's like Scooby-Doo and his retarded cousin, Satanists.
Well, another one, you notice that the movie they rammed it in. Yeah. In that like, oh yeah, we just happened to hear about this shit in class. There was these Canadian Nazis, and
the Hitler of Canada.
Yeah, and then they dropped that, and then boom, here it is in the end. I understand that you got to have some setup, you know what I mean, for your storyline, but fuck, man,
it was just
like you said, don't waste your time with this movie. Just go watch the Plinkett review and have fun.
Because, like, now sober, or at least sort of sober brain is trying to, like, gnaw and digest on this piece of shit. And it's just like...
Well...
I hope Kevin Smith's daughter doesn't get fat.
Yeah.
I guess that's the main thing that I can say from that. And
okay. Let's try to come up with at least one positive thing for the movie. What's one thing that you actually liked about the movie?
I like the maple syrup.
That was a funny joke. Yeah. Okay.
But yet, for like one thing that I like, I can name like 10 things that I hate. Like, I hate the shoehorned in fucking "I'm not even supposed to be here today"
part. Oh my god, that part! Yeah.
Yeah, like I cringed. Like a reference to a movie that I like shouldn't make me cringe.
Yeah.
Like it was its own major part, where in Clerks 2, it was just like this little bitty thing, and fucking Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, it was this little bitty thing.
Yeah.
Where someone asked Dante, he was like, "Are you even supposed to be here today?" No.
Yeah, that felt just not even shoehorned. That was just rammed in, just crammed in with a fucking fork loader. You know, just. All right, I'm trying to think of things I like. A couple of things I like. I love where the little kid calls them fucking losers. You know, where he tells them off at the fucking counter. Mm-hmm. That's funny. But it's little shit like that. It's little jokes like they're in Canada, you know, and all the little inside jokes for Canadians where they walk through the door, you know, after having it locked up. And they're like, I'm sorry. You know, apologizing to every single person that comes through.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can't carry a movie on that.
They could have even done, if they would just wanted to just ram references into this, they could have even done one where she saw like one of the Bratzies running and say, "Oh, that motherfucker's faster than Walt Flanagan's dog."
Yeah, what the fuck?
If you're gonna make references, why don't they just go into that?
Well, yeah, but that would have had to have been a Jay and Silent Bob joke. You know, they come from the comics.
But still, they've had it in movies.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, man. The idea, the concept is funny as hell, man. I mean, when you really look at it, part of it is fucking funny. Premise-wise. Cloned Hitlers, okay, or he's going to try to clone Hitler, but he fucks up. They don't cook right. So they're all like retarded little wiener babies, you know?
They remind me of Majin Buu. Like, that just popped in my head from Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
It is this fat, pink, bubbly character that goes around turning people into candy and eating them.
Okay.
He looks and sounds, Kevin Smith's Bratzi looks and sounds exactly like Majin Buu. And you'll see it like when I show you. Like, it's just going to be like, well, what a piece of fucking shit ripoff this is.
I don't think, though, I've never heard him mention, like, Dragon Ball or any of that shit. Dude, we've got to remember, he's like a few years older than me.
He could have gotten high and forgot where the remote was.
And it come on one time?
And it come on.
Yeah, it's like the way I discovered Power Rangers when I was like 20.
Speaking of Power Rangers,
what?
They're making a movie.
No, no. Well, I'm not. No, I ain't gonna watch that shit.
Like they're gonna do like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers again, like the ones they made when I was a kid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big hit. It's gonna be the biggest of hits.
Another fucking Warcraft movie, huh?
I'm not gonna go see it. I will happily remain with my $7 fixed to my wallet, or
yeah. Well, it's like I'm really glad I didn't pay to see that fucking Mrs. Peregrine's whatever the fuck. I'm still trying to get that shit through my head. It's one of them movies where you take a couple of good concepts. You know, a couple of good diamonds floating around in there, and the rest of it's a big shit stew. It just...
But see, what I believe that using the term diamonds in a shit stew to like describe movies is probably going to be a bad thing.
Why?
Because people already go to the state that it's a shit stew to go look for diamonds.
Oh.
Yeah,
Arkansas.
they go to Arkansas, dig around in some shit stew, had to deal with a bunch of shit stew to find some diamonds.
Yeah. Not even good diamonds, or yellow diamonds.
Yeah, they're piece of shit industrial diamonds. Who wants those?
Yeah. But yeah. Well, anyway, the movie was a fucking shit stew, dude. It was... I think it was Tim Burton did it. And it's like he's trying to rip off the X-Men. And let's do it in the lamest fucking way possible. That movie is maybe worth watching just to watch Samuel L. Jackson phone it... The combination of phone it the fuck in and chew the scenery at the same time. You can tell he did not give a fuck. And, I mean, it was just... Jesus Christ, his character was awful. It was just awful.
Does Samuel L. Jackson even need to, like, show up anymore?
No, just use a soundboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he just says pretty much the same shit in the same tone.
Yeah.
In every single film now.
Yeah. And it's I don't even fucking
stereotypical angry older black dude.
Yeah, who's doing experiments that look like comic book shit when they always talk about in the 30s and 40s about the Nazis.
Didn't he also play the main bad guy in that M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong film where Bruce Willis was allergic to water?
Unbreakable?
Yeah. So was he just... And is Unbreakable a sequel to that movie?
I don't know, man.
Where he just aged.
He doesn't play a character anymore. He plays Samuel L. Jackson. You know, you just change a little of the background and shit. Maybe put a lightsaber in his fucking hand.
He's like, I'm tired of these motherfucking Gungans on this motherfucking Star Destroyer.
Yeah, he's Jules. That's it. That's the only character he plays, Jules. In this movie, if he'd have turned around and said... bad motherfucker, it would have just fit because it's like he's playing the same fucking character. And
Samuel L. Jackson ale, it'll get you drunk. That's what I just think of every single time.
Yeah,
is the parody of Samuel L. Jackson because that's what he is. He's a parody of himself.
Yeah, that's what he did in this film. And like I said, there's a couple of diamonds. All right, the time loop to save a group of children. You know what I mean? Bombs being dropped from German bombers, and it's going to hit this children's orphanage, so they loop the day. They restart the day, and every day they have to reset it.
Bombs over Birmingham.
But it's just... God damn it, movie was awful. Just bad. Just...
It stinks!
That's right, they all stink.
I love the critic.
Oh yeah.
I like my brain is wanting to go to like things that are good and memorable.
Yeah.
Instead of the trudge of shit that has been like
it's everything
coming out entertainment wise. I sat and ate pizza with my parents. I think last week sometime, and there was like this show on called The Middle at the pizza place. And it's supposed to be like one of those stereotypical goofy American family comedy sitcoms.
Oh, Christ.
And like me, my mom, and dad sitting there, we were all three watching it. And everything they did just wasn't funny.
Just fell flat.
Just like, and I looked over at my mom and I'm like, nobody ever does these things. Like the type of shit they're talking about. Yeah. Like, no one in the history, no one has hurt their back and then started eating a fucking out of a jar of peanut butter that was conveniently left on the television stand where they hurt their back near. Oh, let me just eat this TV peanut butter real quick while I'm in agonizing pain.
Well, that sounds completely like recycled any fucking way. The joke, the guy sprained his back and he lays on the floor for 2 days because nobody showed up.
Yeah,
you know?
but she's still standing up, just eating TV peanut butter. Like that. Yeah. Like, oh, this was the joke. Oh, isn't it so goofy?
I can't watch normal TV, like modern TV. I can't do it. I get into almost like this angsty rage. I mean, seriously, where I'm just flipping channels. Like you said, it stinks. It stinks.
Why is everything so bad?
Yeah.
And like the shows that you actually do want to watch, all you gotta do is like wait a year and it's on Netflix. There you go.
Yeah.
You're fucking done.
Well, I remember like a few years back whenever Battlestar Galactica come out. All right. It's like, hell yeah, Battlestar Galactica, you know. This could be interesting. I watched not even a fucking third of like the original new pilot. Fuck this. It just regurgitated shit. And it just bugged shit on me. It was another soft reboot kind of thing. And fuck it, you know?
But even in like a sci-fi show, they did things that, you know, people do. Mm-hmm. This so-called Goofy American Family sitcom.
Yeah.
There was like nothing that was... No kid, no teenager...
Yeah, nobody ever does this shit.
Would have ever thought in a million years to do these witty quips like their son who's younger than their daughter, and their daughter's the stereotypical braced-faced goofy nerd girl that has a crush on the stupid jock. Like, you're just sitting here watching this, and I'm like, I've seen this film. It was bad back in the 50s. It's bad now.
This is a fucking awful fucking after school special. Yeah. You know, this.
It's prime time. It's like, oh, you built the whole lineup based around these style of comedy shows. No wonder television had like a slump.
Yeah.
And it is still going through a slump because
right now,
just horse shit.
Dude, part of the problem they have right now is too many fucking shows. There is a fucking glut. When you look, you know, we were talking about there's nothing to watch. We're at a time, though, when there's more TV shows than there has ever been in history.
Yeah.
New startups, all these newer, quote-unquote, ideas, you know. But it's fucking rehashed bullshit.
It's the same thing with movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's the exact same thing. Like everyone was complaining about, oh, there's too many sequels and remakes.
I agree.
And then everyone, like, that trend is still continued.
Oh, yeah, dude. They're going to, like, fucking Star Wars is going to be hoarded out for the rest of forever.
Yeah.
You know, you're going to see, half a dozen fucking avatars and just every fucking idea they want to pull a train
fucking
with
why? It. Like, there's no, it's like what they said on the last episode of Half in the Bag is they put out 25 different movies a year. Mm-hmm. They have 3 that if they stick, they make their budget back for the rest of the 22 films.
Yeah. And it's like the rest of them are just kind of to keep the crews fucking busy.
Yeah. It's just fodder. That's all it is. Yeah. They're just fucking just throwing out fodder. Mm-hmm. And that's, I think, sadly, the way that, you know, video games are starting to go now, too. Mm-hmm. Because it's like, oh, well, we got too many sequels. Well, they have a new Assassin's Creed every year. I think this is the first year off they've taken since the series started.
It doesn't hurt me none because I never liked any of them.
Yeah, I couldn't get used to the controls of the first one, so I was just like, fuck it. And then now they have 3 different studios making Call of Duty. So there's going to be one of those every year.
Well, have you heard about the new one? The new Call of Duty or one of them damn games? I think it's Call of Duty. That the last game was, you know, basically mercenaries taking over, you know, like essentially the fucking world, you know. Yeah. And this one's same kind of thing. The fucking good guys are the UN type organization, and the people who are trying to resist a one world government, of course, are a bunch of Nazis, you know. And I'm like, not only is this the idea of this game bad, this is fucking horrible shit propaganda.
Yeah. But it goes like far beyond that too, because you get games with like really good ideas and no story.
Yeah.
Like Just Cause. Like that game, holy shit. Mm-hmm. I haven't had that much fun blowing shit up and taking over bases since ever. Like I played the shit out of some Far Cry 4, but you just don't get the unwanted destruction that's doing Just Cause. Fucking Mad Max. Great fucking idea.
Horrible fucking movie. This new one, horrible. There's no excuse for that fucking movie. I refuse to accept it.
But the game, it has the good story and everything there, but the world is just, it's so repetitive once it gets to a certain point.
Oh yeah.
And you start like figuring out like, I can just bash in the side of this fucker and he's gonna explode because I have all the most powerful weapons. Because I was that dickhead that went around grabbing up all the scrap and leveling up before even finishing the fucking campaign.
Oh yeah. Fuck it. You know, I mean, I don't know, man. It's just we're at a dearth right now, just of nothing. Like you said, it's all these nickel dime bullshit movies. You know, I've watched so many no name fucking movies of late, and I haven't really seen anything that sticks in my head of, you know, big time shit that I'd enjoy. Like last night, I told you I watched some damn movie last night. I don't even remember the goddamn name of it. The movie was so bad. You know,
pot helps.
Well, yeah,
pot helps.
Well, yeah, but damn it. You know, there's not enough fucking pot in the world to be able to sit and actually understand yoga hosers. It doesn't happen. You can smoke a whole fucking tree. No, you ain't going to understand that. You'd have to get Kevin Smith high. You know what I'm talking about? You got to get to that level of high to understand that movie. I don't think that's possible outside of California.
California or Colorado.
Yeah. If you're a rich Hollywood guy, you know what I mean, that can afford all he can smoke, then maybe you'll understand this movie. But us people in flyover country? Mm-mm.
Could you imagine how dry your mouth would be after smoking a Kevin Smith amount? No wonder for years he just drank gravy.
Yeah.
He just survived on gravy alone because it was like soup, but it had all the fattening that he needed to survive.
God.
He was like, oh, I need my nourishment. And he was just so high and so hungry that he just drank gravy.
And butterballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, getting back to, like I said, yoga hosers, one thing. Listen to the Smodcast where that come out. The fucking Smodcast where they were talking about that concept is way the hell funnier than the goddamn movie. Just listen to the podcast. You know, it's like his Tusk. You know, the difference between the movie and his initial idea. Yeah, that episode is fucking awesome.
I don't even... I
mean, another good one of his is go back and listen to the one with Forgeticus Shiticus.
Forgeticus Shiticus.
Yeah.
Was the first time that a podcast ever made me laugh so hard I almost blacked out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because I just had a baby kind of thing, and washing it off in the sink, and the poop turning into just liquid.
Yeah.
My baby's going down the drain.
Yeah, that was a good episode. You know, I enjoyed the shit out of that. Yeah, speaking of bad films, a while back I got to watch that fucking newest Captain America. You know, was it Civil War movie?
Shit of War, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to say much about it because just other than if you like cape shit, go watch it. Lots and lots of cape shit.
I think I'd much rather watch Cape Fear than Cape Shit.
Well, yeah, I would too. But what I mainly wanted to talk about, there's hints. They showed Spider-Man in this movie. It was one of the most disappointing things I've ever seen in my fucking life. The way that they portrayed Spider-Man, he's brought in for just this one big fight scene and then thrown the fuck away. Tony Stark throws his ass away like toilet paper. Dismisses him. And one, Aunt May is not supposed to be fucking young and hot. It doesn't work like that. That's fucking Aunt May.
No, she's an elderly woman.
Yeah. And
maybe it's Spider-Man's new love interest, and her first name is Aunt, and her last name is May.
Uh-huh.
And so Spider-Man gets it on with Aunt May in the newest Spider-Man movie, and Uncle Ben isn't too happy because he has to make rice all day.
He can't keep it up.
And he's an elderly man trying to score with this young, attractive lady.
Well, they're talking about in the new film that fucking Mary Jane is now supposed to be a black girl. And I've done talked about that shit before. I'm tired of them changing shit. Don't change shit.
Wouldn't necessarily, like, Mary Jane be, like, Indian? Somewhere around there?
No, she was fucking, like...
Well, no, wouldn't
white
Mary...
as shit.
Wouldn't Mary Jane be Indian?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, yeah. But you know what I'm saying? She was supposed to have been, like, a fucking Irish redhead, you know?
Little fuzzy. Got the monobrow going on.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, they're talking about doing that, and that annoys me. The way they played him off, though, is just like he's a complete fucking know-nothing.
Spider Pig.
As soon as fucking Tony Stark shows up, it's like Tony comes in and just acts like he owns him. And
get over here, boy.
They don't, I don't even know how to put it. In the fight scene, Spider-Man's talkative, throwing jokes. You know, that's fucking Spider-Man, you know. Not only is he fucking whooping your ass, he's trolling you the whole time. That's what I want. But it was just the wrong... They went about it completely wrong. And where he's all like, you know, Tony give him his Spider-Man suit. And that he's acting like he fucking owes something to fucking Tony. It's just ridiculous. They use him for this one fucking fight scene, and then Stark pretty much just throws him away. Like, all right, go home, kid. And I'm like, congratulations. Your movie was just cape shit, and I wouldn't even give a fuck. But you just made me hate Spider-Man. How the fuck can you make me hate Spider-Man? I grew up seeing the bastard, you know? I have no interest. This newer Spider-Man's going to be coming out. I'm not going to watch that shit. Because I don't want to see Spider-Cuck. I don't want to see it.
You mean Homecoming with the shitty eyes that adjust?
Yeah, fuck all that. Fuck it. Fucking, it's just ridiculous. Other than that, man, I haven't watched a ton of hardly anything that I remember. It's been an ocean of piss.
Pissing in an ocean of piss.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, like, I haven't even rated in WoW yet. Because I got another one of those lulls where, alright, I've done this to a certain extent. I need a break from it because I haven't had the time that I necessarily needed to go off and do these things. I was already, like, wanting to do something else. Yeah, dude, here lately, like, I bought the Xbox 360, been playing, like, older games on it, like what you said. Been playing Fable 2, and just got back into Just Cause 3, because, fuck, dude, everything, like, I've watched YouTube till the point where I'm doing nothing but watching You Laugh, You Lose compilations.
Yeah.
And...
yeah, video B, basically.
Yeah, just video B. Like, there's nothing new that's interesting that everyone doesn't talk about to death within the first, like, 2 days of it happening. And then there's no content left to be gotten from these fucking things.
Yeah. I've been watching the shit out of, like, fucking Filthy Frank and Max Mofo and all that shit, you know, iDubbbz and... which, I will say, Frank is the funniest motherfucker on the internet. Hands down. But I think you got to be of a special mindset to understand it. Otherwise, you'd look at it and be like, what in the fuck am I looking at? I mean, seriously, dude, the fucking Ho Chin Chin saga is the best anime ever put on the fucking internet.
Dude, the fucking Zuckbot.
Oh, yeah.
Zuckbot, fucking the MacBook.
Yeah.
Was possibly one of the greatest moments in YouTube history.
But it also sums up, like, he's really telling you what happens. You know, Facebook rapes your fucking computer, you know?
It
yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah, Filthy Frank always makes top-notch quality content.
I just want him to go back to doing more, like, fucking Japanese lessons.
Japanese lessons. Lessons. I really love Loser Reads Hater comments.
Oh, those are great. Those are fucking great.
Yeah. All that other good shit.
Well, beyond that, like I said, modern TV is just a wasteland. Movies are a fucking wasteland. YouTube I think I've dove to the bottom of the bucket several times in fucking YouTube.
Yeah, every day. Yeah. Every day you dig to a new bottom of the same bucket, where it's like, oh, there's more shit piled on top of it now. Well, I had to get through all this.
So what's the name of this episode? Two hack frauds hate on everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I think so.
It stinks.
Everything sucks. It's just all bad. There hasn't been like. Fuck, since The Impossible Kid, there hasn't been a new album that came out that I gave a shit about.
Well, the Die Outward album's
there's the Die Outward album.
Yeah.
I almost forgot about that shit.
Mountain Ninji and the Good Time Kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty good album. And once again, if you like Die Outward.
Yeah. If you don't like Die Outward, you're probably going to sit there and be really, really confused for a little bit.
Yeah.
While like trying to watch these fucking music videos and concert footage.
Oh yeah. Which they're good in concert, dude. I love to watch their concerts.
Besides that, dude, thank God for pot. Just
yeah.
It takes a shitty day and makes something half interesting at least. I think fucking yesterday while playing Just Cause, I had to fucking breathe hard in through my lungs to be able to get oxygen.
Yeah. Which I'll say the game's good in a way. Even though I can't, you know me, I can't do a shooter game with joysticks to save my ass. I can't do it.
Yeah, you're a keyboard mouse kind of guy.
Yeah, I can't do it. But the physics in that fucking game are just, they're good up to a point. And then that shit's just off. Just completely off.
Like me standing on the bridge trying to get it to fire, to drop underneath me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then finally, it was like the straw that broke the camel's back, I think, and the entire thing collapsed.
Yeah, but you only fucked with it for like 10 minutes, trying to make the bridge drop.
Yeah. I kept driving cars onto it and shit, and then getting the boat stuck for like a half an hour.
Yeah, how in the fuck yeah. Completely, I don't know how in the hell you fucking high-sided a damn boat, but I mean, some of the scenes, like, I love when you call in new shit, and you're using it like a weapon. Like, I'm going to call in this truck, and a big cargo fucking container just drops out of the sky on the fucking thing that's giving you problems.
Yeah.
Like, fuck this Humvee. Boom!
They both flipped over, and God.
Yeah.
It's the sheer just retardedness of it. Have you seen Donkey play it?
Mm-mm.
I had to show you Donkey playing it. Because he has trouble trying to blow up a gas station.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I'm crashing a fucking helicopter into the gas station by accident. And of course it doesn't blow up because the game fucking sucks. It's just Donkey's way of just going the fuck off on it.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that the actual backgrounds and shit are really done well. It looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing about GTA 5, too. It looks fucking spectacular. It looked great on the PS3, and it looks even better on the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just like...
Yeah, but the controls for GTA are fucking 100 times better.
Oh yeah, they're finely tuned, but
like
just
you can actually get out of a car. Yeah. Sit for 5 minutes hitting the fucking triangle and screaming at the screen and
why don't you come out? It's like you got constipation. Same thing happens.
Get out of there!
Get out of there, you fucking thing.
The most interesting thing, and I'm not going to talk long on it because fuck politics, all right? But the most fun thing I've seen of late, okay? I watched the fucking debate, the second debate the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it was a lols fest. Just to be able to see fucking Trump turn to fucking Hillary and straight up tell her, if I'm elected, your ass is going to prison.
You're going to jail.
Oh my fucking God. It was one of those moments where they should have just paused the screen, had sunglasses fly up on him, and then it just says, deal with it.
Or Thug Life.
Yeah.
It's just Thug Life.
But yeah, like I said, that's pretty sad when that was I have gotten more laughs out of that moment than I have anything else of late.
So, you know what's really funny but really retarded at the same time?
What?
Playing dog fail compilations while listening to Sarah McLachlan's In the Arms of the Angels.
Oh, you're talking about the
sad puppy song?
Yeah, sad puppy music.
Yeah. That is fucking hilarious to do.
Well, it's because you've been watching them goddamn fail compilations and shit.
Well, I started watching the fail compilations, and then some of my buddies and I on Skype, I got the brilliant idea, because like I usually take screen sharing videos to a new level, like the two fat sisters that do the fluffy bunny challenge that were the center of Bee's attention for a while.
Yeah.
I took that shit and I opened up a picture of a beluga whale and kept flipping back and forth in between the two. Because her face looks exactly like a beluga whale's.
Yeah.
But I got a little bit bored while watching fucking dog fail compilations. Even though they were funny, slowing them down and putting sad puppy music over the top of them really makes you have a new appreciation for the ASPCA. Because if they just did that shit, people would be donating all the time. And I feel bad because they haven't thought of that genius idea yet. Instead of like showing sad dogs, show that shit.
Well, I'm just amazed they haven't actually just Peter, one of them just went over the fucking top and just said, fuck it, we're going to have 30 minutes of just gassing puppies. And then like you said, the sad puppy music and on a constant fucking loop.
What I would do if I was PETA is I would go for the exact opposite effect. I was like, oh, instead of sad puppy music over gassing them, we're going to play happy music over gassing puppies. And I would play Ain't No Holler Back Girl by Gwen Stefani.
Play the theme song from Milo and Otis.
Oh my god. I'm just trying to be a bad person. I'm not trying to go to hell. Actually, I've probably gone there several times over. It's a good thing I don't believe in it.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it matters if you believe in it or not. It ain't there. I mean, deep down, I can believe that there's a place somewhere called Australia, but I've never been there. I can't actually prove it's there.
I don't think Australia exists.
No.
I don't think Australia, New Zealand, I don't think any.
No.
I do believe the Earth is flat. I've seen...
No. It's the corrected flat Earth theory now. Yeah, you haven't heard it? It's a dome. It's what it counts. These retards, they'll tell you that's what accounts for being able to see a curve. When you climb a mountain or get in an airplane, where you can see the curve of the Earth. It's because the Earth is flat, but it's a dome.
How do they explain the curvature of a woman, then? A really, really rotund woman. How do they explain her curvature?
Yeah, because that bitch has a gravitational field all to herself.
The first time I saw this woman, she was accompanied by tuba music.
But yeah, it just fuck.
Just that should be the title of the episode. Just ... fuck.
There's nothing on, man. It's just there's just nothing.
They haven't been ballsy enough to release another season of Beavis and Butthead, so
yeah, they won't. That's gonna be gone
fucking
forever.
Why?
I don't fucking know.
It's not like even...
It's MTV. They can't play nothing except for reality shows. You know that.
Meet the Cardiddly Dashians with their new dad, fucking Flanders. I'd watch the shit out of that if they had Flanders on Meet the Kardashians or Keeping Up. Whatever the fucking name of the goddamn piece of shit show is, put Flanders on it. Fuck! Nobody's watching The Simpsons anymore. No one's gonna miss him.
Speaking of which, The Simpsons.
It sucks now, too?
Dude, it has sucked for fucking years.
Oh, no!
The only reason I watch The Simpsons is it's something to fucking watch. It just let that shit... You know what I mean? You play it...
Besides going to China, where else are you gonna get your fill of yellow people?
Simpsons ain't worth the shit nowadays, dude. It's so paused. It's just paused to hell and back.
They're trying to keep up with the kids.
Oh yeah.
And the kids aren't watching television anyway.
They got their head just rammed squarely up their own social justice ass is really what it is. I mean, honestly, dude, that's what it is. as time has went on, you can tell the writing has become more and more and more hipster. So it's just not funny anymore.
I thoroughly believe that we need to have a resurgence of words such as faggot and retard and pussy on television. Yes, grab her by the pussy. Grab her by the pussy. Fuck her right in the pussy. What if Donald Trump did like one of those fucking pranks where where he was just on television and they're like, oh, so when you first met your wife Melania Trump, how did that go? Well, you see here, I took her to a nice dinner. You know, the best. You know, I only take women out on the best dates, and they're the best women, and then I fucked her in the pussy. And they're like, and cut back to you, John.
And I pulled out my cock and it was huge.
It was huge. Look at my tiny hands. I have to use both of them when I massage my huge cock. You know, I build only the best towers, the best walls. And you know, Mexico has paid for all of it. The Mexican government, I almost sound like I'm going into Vince Russo right now, who is the Satan of fresh. You know what, bro? I back Donald Trump for president, bro. I back Donald Trump for president, because you know he's going to do huge things, bro, with the WCW, bro. And we're going to fight back Vince McMahon, bro. And we're going to have a battle of the billionaires too, bro. Yeah, Vince Russo, he did huge things for the Attitude Era. I'm fucking done. I don't want to do that anymore. I will go off on the worst of fucking tangents. Oh my god.
I just let you roll, man.
He was over. Don't fucking let him lie. Gleek was over there the entire time. He got a bicycle! Because that's how far I was going off.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh,
my lungs hurt now.
Oh my goodness.
I think you should just call this episode fucking cancer.
Yeah.
Fucking. This episode has 3 changing names. Fucking cancer.
This episode's brought to you by the letter C for cancer. That's really what we're in, a sea of fucking cancer, dude.
The sea of cancer.
Well, there's Tropica Cancer, Tropica Capricorn.
Oh yeah, there's the Tropic of Cancer, where you can go and watch Bork videos on the channel ARF that takes a fucking Pomeranian barking and turns it into music.
Yep.
Why does stoned me watch such bad shit?
I don't know, man. Why do I watch bad shit?
Well, you're sober.
Yeah. I watch garbage sometimes. I mean, just stupid videos of guys tearing shit apart for an hour and a half, explaining how electronics work.
Which you had the reaction of disbelief when I said that shit was fucking boring whenever I found it on Ashens.
Oh, you talking about Big Clive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever he broke down that Peregrine, I was like, all right, when are we getting back to Ashens?
God damn it. But I can sit and listen to Big Clive for hours, dude.
For fucking days. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, all right, goddamn, you fucking snapped it apart. It has a battery in it. What do you fucking do?
No, yeah, but you don't pay attention to explaining what all the parts are, how they interact.
No!
Schematics. And yeah.
I'm just like, oh, that part looks familiar to me. I'm going to fucking latch onto that and just watch hands.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I figured with me...
That's the name of the dude that got raped to death by the horse, Mr. Hands. I was trying to think of that the other day.
Why the fuck would you want to remember that?
Because I was talking to one of my coworkers about the dude that was raped to death by the horse. And I was like, I can't remember what his name was. Like, I think it was Mr. Handy.
But you can't rape the willing. He wasn't technically raped to death by that horse, man.
His death withdrew his consent.
God.
Take this to Tumblr. Get it on there quick. They're gonna eat it up. I want pictures of man being raped by horse.
The Tumblrinas were loose as shit.
Stop asking me for my autograph, Spider-Man. I'm not Hitler.
We might get 30 minutes out of this. Fucking fucking cancer.
Woo!
Oh my goodness.
Thank God for dick jokes.
Did someone say dick jokes? That's all this fucking show is.
It's just dick jokes.
With 2 dicks.
Oh God. Whew.